Do you have a manifesto for your movement? Guys, it's Wednesday, February 8th, and today was a great day. Got a bunch of stuff done, and now I want to talk to you guys about your movement and how in the world you can make it better. First, you gotta have a manifesto, guys. You've got your movement started. You've got a few people following you, but do you have that manifesto? That is the statement that all of your followers can get behind and do. It is not just a mission statement of your company. That is simple. Or of your movement. What a manifesto is it defines the exact way of life that your movement is going to create. Now, if you're in the fitness and health and wellness, this is a whole lot easier than some of the others. Like relationships, wait a minute. No, it's very easy. You're going to lay out exactly the kind of relationships that you want your followers to get. Same thing with health. And guess what? It works the same with finances. Every single movement needs some type of manifesto. Just lay out exactly what you want your followers to do, and that combines them with you. It gives them a cohesive reason to be a part of your movement. It gives them a sense of identity. As the leader, your job is to give an identity shift. Sure, everybody else out there is giving them some type of a product, some type of a solution. But that person is not sticking with those people. He keeps coming looking for other solutions. And of course, they're going to have problems that you're never going to be able to solve. That's okay. That's why the world is huge. But for the problems that you do solve for them, once you have built this lifestyle, the exact life that you want them to live, and you've pulled them in, you have given them an identity shift. You've taken them from where they are and put them where you want them to be. And those that have made an identity shift are so much more likely to follow you than anybody else. I'll back it up with an example here. When you're a kid, your parents would tell you, go to school, get good grades, don't do this, don't do that, don't follow that crazy dream, it's insane, it'll never work anyway. And you listen to them. Your dreams get squashed. You've done all the things. You got all the good grades. Now you're out in the real world. Guess what happens? You find somebody that believes in your dream, or in fact has that same dream and is looking for followers. So he tells you, no, your dream's not crazy. Your dream is totally legit. You need to do it. Now, who now has the power? It's no longer your parents. You have had the identity shift because your new leader has taken the power from your past and taken it and given it to you and taken it from them. Because he believes in your identity, he's given you an identity shift. You're no longer looking at the figures you used to. And that is why the leader needs the manifesto. It is going to help give that identity shift to your followers. And once they've made that identity shift, guys, it's almost impossible to pull them away from that movement. Your movement will then start picking up steam because those people will start talking with it about your movement to their friends and their other friends. And eventually, you won't get many of them, but you'll start getting a couple here and a couple there, and then you'll get a few more. And before you know it, your movement has grown exponentially because your followers have now become your biggest cheerleader. Word of mouth really, really is great marketing, and word of mouth can also destroy companies and has multiple times. It can destroy movements. So build a loyal group of followers. Give them an identity shift with a manifesto, and before you know it, you have a mass movement instead of just a little movement. And isn't that what we're looking for out there in this world? Making a mass movement so that we can really change the world? As content creators, part of our job is to entertain, and to educate. But also, we are out there to lead. That's right. It's just like when you look at the big Hollywood celebrities. Who made them authorities on anything? I mean, seriously. They play act at people. They don't ever even be themselves. They're never even playing their own life. But what do people do? They look to them for politics. They look to them for guidance for fashion, how to, what cars to buy. They look to those people who have zero background in anything we're asking them to give us advice on for advice. Isn't that a little crazy? However, they have been part of that identity shift that you've created over the years. Therefore, once you start following them, their opinion actually starts to matter, whether they have any actual background in what they're saying. Now, that's not to say that you should just go out there and talk about stuff you don't know. I think the celebrities are wrong when they get into all these things like politics that they know absolutely nothing about, but somebody gave them a script and said, go read it. They ought to say, no, I'm going to stick in my lane. I entertain people. That's what I'm doing. That's my belief on those people. But when you have a true calling and you have built the following, they're going to want to know a whole lot more from you that even you have the answers. So be prepared while your following grows and your movement builds. You're going to have to have a lot of personal growth as well. Because, unfortunately, they're going to start looking to you for more than, to give them more than they came to you for originally. Now, that can be scary, but I think it's also pretty cool. Again, just the basic manifesto. You write out exactly how you want your followers to follow you. Are you going to put up a manifesto? If you've already got one, link it down below. Put it in the comments. I want to see it. I want to see what you guys have come up with for your movements. If you don't have one, are you going to write one today? Believe me, it's well worth it. I have been working on mine for a little while. I haven't quite got it written out yet. It's not something, writing a manifesto is not something you do lightly. You're going to have to take actual time to sit down and figure it out and make it very, very, very specific and conclusive or inclusive of everything that you do. And that is going to take time. So don't rush writing your manifesto. Take time, think it out, and write it down. Then let me know. I'd like to see it. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be back with more tips, and hit the like button. I really appreciate it. We need to get out to more and more people on YouTube.